What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Paper Planes channel. This is my Dark Souls 2 Ultimate walkthrough. We're here at the King's Passage, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to approach these statues. Now 4 of them will come to life, even though if you only approach and one of them is awoken, its eyes will turn red and it'll start to approach you, but each and every one that follows it will come to life and attack you, up to a maximum of 4 total. So even though you only get to the first one that you'll activate, it'll still come to life and come at you, but you can't necessarily isolate it unless you choose to do this tactic that I'm going to show you. So you can also kill it quickly, of course. Now normally it's this guy on the left that typically wakes up. I'm not sure if it's totally random or what, but you'll be able to see the other guys behind it will wake up too. So what I'm going to suggest is totally run away like a big ass coward. Once you get out to here, they're all going to start walking back, so this is where you can totally take advantage of your ranged attacks. Now their attack moves are really complicated. They're pretty damn impressive, so you want to be pretty careful when you're fighting these guys. Now another cool thing about this is once they go back to where they started off. Ooh, a slab. That is hella good. We have been really good and lucky with these slabs. Alright, so you'll see once they go back to their area, they kind of wander around aimlessly, but don't really get too comfortable with that because they will at times just start charging you, like this guy right here. So basically you want to do the same thing. Let them get a little bit close, but not too close. Once you get to here, they're going to go back. So you get your target on, and then you can start casting. Now if they get too close, you want to make sure you got your shield ready. Sweet. Now obviously you don't have to do this when it's just one-on-one, but you kind of don't want to get caught up in the situation, because if you move too far down the passageway, you're also going to have to deal with that guard down there with his shield as well. He's actually very easy to fight by himself, but with these other 2 enemies, he's quite difficult. Alright, so he's coming for us. Run away! The good thing is, they're wearing such heavy armor that you can really hear them as they approach. No. Sometimes I'm very grateful that the AI isn't as complicated as it could be, and other times it's kind of lame. You know, for teaching people techniques on how to get through certain areas easily, it's not too bad, but you know, this game is supposed to be super difficult, so when you can pull off techniques like this that don't really take much effort, it's kind of disappointing. But I understand it. As a game creator, you can't really think of every single nuance that someone's going to try to get through. Now this other guy's probably going to come after us, so you want to make sure that you're paying attention. And like I said, they're wearing heavy armor, so you should be able to hear him once he gets too close to you. So we'll go ahead and fight this guy. You get to see some of their pretty unique attacks. You can see how quick they are too. So you definitely want to fight these guys at range if you can get them. Putting distance between you and this enemy is always going to be suggested. You can see they've got some guard breaking techniques. They cover a lot of ground with that attack too, so you got to be careful about that one. Should be the last shot there. Awesome. Now we're going to get these 3 alluring skulls. And there's 2 other items to loot. They're basically hidden behind the pillars here. So we get a life gem that's kind of weak at this point in the game. It should be giving us a little bit better items than that. and of course Soul of a Proud Knight and a Twinkling Titanite. But we did get that Titanite slab earlier, which was really insane. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now here's the frustrating part. And this is what's going to make this fight for me a little bit more difficult than it would be for most of you guys. Now, because the game has glitched on me in this playthrough, I don't have Benhart's summon sign here because I haven't been continuing his dialogue scenes. So if I had been able to talk to Benhart, he would be here, not sitting here, but his summon sign would be here. So now I've got a much tougher fight with the boss through this fog gate. And basically what I'm going to try to do is keep my distance between him and myself. If you're fighting melee style against this boss, you're going to want to attack his body the opposite side of his shield. And because if you hit his shield, he's just going to reflect your physical or magical attacks, so be aware of that. He's also got some pretty high stability damaging attacks, so he can break your guard pretty easily. He's going to drain your stamina, so you really want to avoid being a melee fighter against this boss. It does suit us well, but if we had an NPC or a friend to summon, this boss is actually a cakewalk. They'll also summon phantoms to help them during the fight, and you want to focus your priorities on the phantom when that is summoned, but you also want to try to separate the two of them, which is another great reason why you need the NPC for this fight. So we're going to try it solo and see how it goes. Now, you can take those shots with your shield, but you want to get away from him as much as you can. And the problem with this is you're going to hit his shield more often than you're not, just because he will happen to put it in front of him. So basically, if we can keep our distance and keep him jumping backwards, that's the best thing for us. When he charges like that, you can either put your shield up or roll. You of course can try to use these pillars as some kind of buffer, but as you see there, he's going to break through them. So they'll protect you a little bit for one moment. Couldn't get my shield up fast enough on that. Ah, shit. Alright, so here he's going to summon. So basically you want to switch to that. Right when he comes out, we're going to attack it. We want to kill it as quickly as possible. Alright, now we're going to circle around. I'm not really in a rush to start firing my spells, just because if he closes the distance too quickly, he's going to deal a lot of damage to me. So I'm more focused on keeping distance than I am doing damage. Because if I get caught up, he can do way massive damage and kill me pretty easily. I hate that. So you can see I'm usually circling to the left, and for obvious reasons. Now, if I wanted to put my shield in my right hand and my catalyst in my left, that could be a good plan as well. Alright. Even though I'm over in the left corner, I gotta circle to the right just to put some distance away from us. He chose the perfect opportunity to start charging me, but thankfully that heal pulled through. Now we're going to separate some more. When he starts casting, it's a good opportunity to do some damage as well. You can see if you're far enough away, those spells can't actually harm you. So you can see he's about to summon again, so we're going to switch to that enemy. Just get ready once they break through the mirror. Alright, so now we're back to the mirror knight. We gotta get him to put his shield down. A little bit too close. Damn it. I probably should have put some spell herbs. So I'm gonna run out of cast. So we'll switch to melee after that. As you can see, I get caught up on those little stumps from the pillars that were there earlier. Alright, so we're gonna go to magic weapon. And I'm about to get crushed. Alright, so once I heal up, I'm gonna come in. Alright, so now we're gonna go in and do some fighting. Alright, so here he's gonna summon, and this is a good opportunity just to kill him. You can see you've got plenty of opportunities to do melee fighting, but it's most easy for me to avoid damage if I'm doing slow, steady, sorcery style combat. So once he's dead, we're going to run over here to the other side of the area, and we want to loot this chest really quick. Just about 3 items in here for us to pick up. One of them is a spell quartz ring, the 2nd edition basically, or the 3rd edition. But it's +2. You get the soul bolts and the bonfire acidic ×3. So that is a great chest. And we don't really need to worry about healing up because we're going to go down to a new area and we'll get to a bonfire eventually. So there's no real danger awaiting us. But it also means that we don't have to worry about being stingy on Estus Flask as well. So there's really no detriment to using it at this point. Okay, so once we arrive at the bottom of the lift, we're going to go through this area here. Now to the right, there's going to be some branches. Smash those and grab the green blossom. And we're going to continue onward. Now, like I said, there's no enemies here waiting for you, so don't worry about it. This stuff that you're running through is just kind of like swampy water. It can't actually damage you or anything like that. And when you approach the Shrine of Amana entrance, you actually get to hear some pretty cool music. This is actually one of the better atmospheres in the game as far as audio-wise. I remember when I first approached this area, I just sat here and kind of took it all in. It was pretty awesome design. So we're going to rest at the bonfire, and we're going to go back to Majula because we have a lot of souls. So we're going to do our thing, spend some souls at the Emerald Herald. Okay, so we're going to go to level up. And we should get a couple levels here on our faith. There we go, we get 2 levels there. And as you can see, we're moving towards where we want to be. We're going to get faith up to 20. And then we'll really start focusing on fine-tuning the character, because we'll be very versatile and able to do most everything that we want to, which is great for a walkthrough purpose. And then we're going to start kind of making the character molded more towards our strengths and what we like to do as our favorite playing style. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to click the like button, share it with your friends, leave a comment in the section below, and of course subscribe to my channel. You can find me in my other social media avenues listed directly below this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.